Oh my god, I am finally back. I haven't vlogged in so long and I'm so upset that I haven't, but my phone was just not, my phone, my camera, my storage, everything just was not working in 2020. And as we know, we had a pandemic, which made getting the things that I need that much harder. So I finally got a new phone, I finally got new equipment, I finally can vlog again. But I didn't think it would be right to vlog starting from 2021 and completely erasing what happened in 2020. A lot happened in 2020. It was a year of firsts for so many things, like my first pandemic, my first trip across the United States, my first apartment. So it was a very, very, very prevalent year for me, so I felt it would just be wrong to act like it never happened. So this is my 2020 recap, and then vlogs will resume right after. First up is my trip across the United States. This was my first time ever driving cross country, and I did the 48-hour drive all by myself. Not like physically by myself, like I had Austin with me, but I did the driving solely by myself. It was only me who drove, and at the end of it, I don't have cruise control, which is something to note. So at the end of it, my ankles were swollen. It was so painful. I do not recommend driving cross country by yourself unless you have a cruise control car, because the constant holding down the gas pedal is really, really bad for your ankles. Definitely have someone else do it, and I haven't done it by myself since, and I've done the trip now 4 times. So yeah, definitely recommend always bringing someone with you if you plan on driving from Florida to Cali. It's a trek.
So we just found out that right now we're in Louisiana, of course. We're in Port Allen, and we found out that we are 340 feet below sea level, according to my iPhone. That's insane. So that means that right here is the road, right? And sea level is, 300 feet in the air. And then a tsunami, those could be hundreds of feet in the air, I believe. So that means 500 feet. If a tsunami is like 200 feet, be like 500 in the air. You'd just be like, holy shit.
I'm currently walking on Texas state land. This is crazy. While passing through Texas, I had the pleasure of seeing my brother, who I hadn't seen in like a year and a half, and he's been living in like Texas for that long, and he lived there prior, but he moved back. It's a back and forth with him. He's now back in Florida, thankfully, but I still don't get to see him, which sucks because I live in Cali, but, well, I live half and half in Cali, but I'm mainly in Cali, depending on work. You'll see.
How neat.
We are currently right about here. So we're almost out. We gotta keep going this way. While passing through West Texas, I saw the most beautiful skies there. The only thing I don't like about West Texas is that it's so flat, and I'm so into mountains, but the skies are incredible. Like, I can't even describe to you. Like, the video does not do it justice. Unfortunately, when I was driving through Phoenix, I just got there. It was nighttime, and I was in the far left lane, and there was like a barrier and then another car, so I was like blocked into this one lane, and a freaking, I think it was a bumper, can't even tell because it was nighttime. There was a bumper in the middle of my lane, just had been ripped off of a car, and I couldn't see it, and when I finally saw it, I couldn't swerve. Like, I had a split-second decision, it's like slam into the guardrail, slam into another car, or just take this hit. So I ended up taking the hit, and it ended up costing me $1,600, so that sucked. Okay, so the damage to my car from the thing is like that. It's supposed to look like that. And now listen to my horn.
Yeah, that whole side is...
We may have went little crazy gambling on the trip towards the end when we were in Phoenix. You know, I tried to make the money from a bumper, but I mean, we didn't lose anything, but we didn't win anything, so just a bunch of hours wasted. Okay, so we've been on the same machine for 5 hours.
It's awesome.
We put in $20 and we went up to 315 because we're trying to make our money back, which we need to get up to 320 to make our money back. But we went up to 315, went down to 175. Now we're at 227 and we're just trying to win our money back or win the jackpot. Either or. We've been here for 5 hours on just a $20 bill. Like, that is amazing.
It is.
And crazy. And I'm tired. And we were supposed to eat at 6:30 and it's 9:07.
I really want to win this jackpot because we've invested so much time.
Oh my gosh. It'd be great. But yeah. Hopefully we win. Once Austin and I finally reached California, it was so amazing and such a relief because it was so exhausting driving these. We split it up into 5 days that like we couldn't even make it to the Airbnb. So we ended up going and staying with my cousin who has lived in California for 2 years at this point, my cousin Nick. So he was our first stop and he took us to this incredible like mountaintop that had gorgeous views of like winding roads. It was just so nice and this is it. I loved it. I thought it was magical and beautiful. Once in LA, I did the only thing a Kayla could do. We're heading to Brooklyn Bagels and look, Santa Claus is literally just up here chilling. I, of course, later on had to try animal fries and start a year-long obsession that was not healthy. But we're still alive, so it's fine. Animal style fries from In-N-Out. This is crazy. Unfortunately, they're a little cold because our drive back was hectic, to say the least, but they're pretty good. Then, of course, we just had to do touristy LA stuff like Austin turning into a butterfly, seeing the Santa Monica Pier, going to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We also hiked the Hollywood sign, but that's a little later. That was after we got our first apartment, so I'll show you that later. That was strenuous. I'll tell you about it later. Point is, we did a bunch of LA stuff. We went all over the place. We had a good time. We didn't get to do as much as I wanted because COVID hit relatively soon after, but we have to go back and we still live there, so we gotta get shit done. He's a Dunkin' butterfly.
The monster.
And then I technically saw snow for the first time. I say technically because it was like 3-day-old snow and it was really like just ice at this point. It wasn't like really snow. So it kind of reminded me more of like when I was in preschool, how they would grind up ice cubes and throw it on the playground and make it snow, even though it really wasn't, just to give us Florida kids an experience. But yeah, it was pretty, but like I think I need to see fresh snow to really have the beauty of snow. That's definitely ice. That's solid.
It's a natural snowball. Look how dirty my feet are because I'm walking on mud.
It's gross.
But I hate, like, I'm like making...
Why don't you aim at that circle right there?
What, that
yeah,
thing?
yeah, that lump.
Alright. Underhand?
I don't care. See if you can hit it. I think you missed it.
I got, like, the side, though. You see how it kind of went off?
I also unfortunately saw the destruction that can be left by a forest fire, and this particular forest fire was caused by smoking. So just be courteous of others if you're gonna smoke. It's crazy how all these are dead because of the stupid fire.
I don't really see a lot of saplings either, which is really odd.
Well, maybe they'll take a little bit to show up.
Normally they're like there by the next year. I think this fire was like 5 years ago.
Oh. Yeah, the only girl that didn't fall, but I was in high heels. So this is the Griffith Center. The Griffith, no, not Griffith Center. Griffith Observatory. The Getty Center is the other one. So this is a giant telescope there, giant telescope there. We're gonna go up top so we can see a beautiful view of the city, but there's a lot of mountains. Oh, check it, Hollywood sign over there. Then I moved into my first apartment ever. It is so beautiful. I love it so much, and it's an amazing area. I never want to get rid of it, even though I know one day I'm going to have to. Okay, so this is our apartment. This is the front door. Let's just lock that. We got a little hole that we can see who's here. This is our dining room. It's on carpet, which is the same at my house, my mom's old house. Then we have wood flooring in the kitchen. It's pretty nice. Awesome playing with the tape measure. This is the living room area. There is a balcony.
Give me that balcony.
Oh.
I said, give me that balcony.
There we go. So this is the balcony. There's like storage area, and this is the view from the balcony. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Blinds. So then we go, okay, gray walls. Gotta remember that. We
So
go
the
in
only
here.
thing I don't like is there's no ceiling light in here, but that's okay. We got this huge window, which is great. No, this is our room, which is great.
Yeah, and then we have a tree,
the light
which
was
is
on
good.
in
It
here.
blocks us,
Wonder
keeps
how
us
long.
protected, but it might block out some sun, but it's still pretty good sun. So then this is our hallway to our bathroom, which I don't know where the light switch is. Oh, here it is. What? Yeah, so this is the bathtub. We have to put up a curtain. Nice roomy in here. Hi. We got a lot of storage. This place is great. What happened to that? There we go. Nice, nice, nice. It's great in here. Then we go this way. What are you doing? This hallway leads to Nick's. Well, this is supposed to be like our closet. Oh, there is air conditioning. It's a Nest.
All right, cool.
Ah, good. Okay. And this is the hall light. And then, oh, well, I should leave that on. It dims, so at night. And this is the laundry room. And then he's got more storage here. And then this is the bathroom for him. It's like basically the same size, which is shocking. And then this is his bedroom. He actually has two windows, but one leads to the
the outsiders, so who cares? But that's our apartment tour.
Slowly but surely we filled the apartment with furniture. Unfortunately, we still don't have a living room because Corona, we were unable to make money, so all our money went directly into rent, obviously, and utilities versus going into furniture. So the only area that's really furnished is my bedroom.
The bed doesn't fit. Come on, put it in. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I quickly found out living with 2 guys is very different than living with 3 girls.
This is what I'm dealing with. Oh, you broke your shield.
Don't hit, make you win, odds 0.
They said get an apartment. It would be fun. Careful of the wine bottle.
13.
Oh.
There's some on this side.
There's some dripping down the other one. That one.
Where is it? We'll get it. It's like, can you reapply the blue box? Yeah, sure. Where?
He's like the.
Down here? Right here? Here.
You're like the surgeon, and he's like the person that lasers everything.
So.
I'm sick. I'm delirious.
You know what? Yeah, you kind of got some. Can you get some in that hole? I'm gonna spread this back.
Oh my god, you're breaking it!
Here, I'll take my bag.
You guys, I told you we should just walk the parking garage, and what did you say? What did you say? No. I was right. Oh my god, you're breaking it. Okay, now you should do it. Wait, drag him. So we have to drive like this because it's a 3-person truck, and he is always shifting, and it always hits me whenever he shifts. So that's what we deal with. And I'm super fluffy right now because of my jacket, which we have to have because the windows aren't open.
Not me, I'm Russian.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything. He's literally in shorts.
I can now say that I have seen and touched both the Atlantic and the Pacific. I need to touch more oceans. That sounds wrong.
This is so pretty. Austin's a little cold. Oh my god, my toes are freezing. I think I'm gonna lose my toes. Ooh, I don't think we can stay here very long.
Can I wear a jacket?
I don't know.
It's so cold.
Because you think that you're better than everyone being Russian, thinking that you can actually handle the cold.
I can, but it's just like, I didn't expect it to be 50 degrees at the fucking beach during the day.
It's not daytime anymore, it's 5. It's sunset.
Oh yeah.
Probably during the daytime there'd be a lot of puppies around here. It's really cold, Nick. Oh my god. Nick, it's really cold. The poor Charles. Yeah, we should definitely come here when it's more light. Then I did another first, so it was my 24th birthday in 2020, and we ended up going to Vegas, so it was my first time in Vegas ever. Unfortunately, on my birthday, I learned of two sad things. One, Kobe Bryant died on my birthday, which sucks, really sucks, and I feel so bad for his wife to lose, like, both him and their daughter. I can't even imagine. I hope I never have to, but I feel so bad for her. But not only that, I also learned of the pandemic on my birthday. What a great birthday gift. We ended up staying at the Luxor in Vegas, and I can honestly say that I never want to stay there again because of like multiple reasons. Like well, they probably won't have this in the future, but they had like an exhibit there while I was there, and it's dead bodies. It's like I think it's called the human cadaver thing. I don't remember what it's called, but the point is it's a bunch of dead bodies flayed out in different ways, and it's supposed to be like for science, and I get it, it's cool, interesting, but like I don't want to sleep in the same place as dead bodies. Like I can't do that. So don't want to do that again for that reason mainly. But the other reason is while I was there, I would say I had the true Vegas experience by hearing literally a hooker in the next room. And I know it was a hooker because I heard repeatedly, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. And then afterwards I heard, okay, that'll be $200. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to experience those exchanges. I'm all for sex workers and the sex industry. You do you, get your money, but like, I don't want to experience it on my birthday. It was gross. This room smells so heavily like weed, it's super upsetting. By the way, the reason I was upset that it smelled like weed are two things. One, apparently weed is very toxic to dogs, and I don't, like in my head, I would also assume sniffing it is also bad for dogs because particles still go inside of you, and we had Charlie, so I was really worried that he was gonna get sick, and like after a few hours being in the room, he started getting a little weird and the smell didn't go away, so I felt really, really bad and scared for Charlie, who is the best pupper, by the way. And the second reason why I didn't like it is because I don't know if I'm allergic to weed or what, but every time I smell weed, I get a massive migraine. Like I have really bad sinus problems, so like I can't handle like weed, I can't handle certain types of trees, certain types of flowers, like all of that just sends searing pain like right here and like here in my head. So like I can't handle it, and so like I already like just drove 5 hours, and then to smell that and like have to have like my sinuses go into like red alert and like hate me, and then I had a migraine because of it, and then Charlie, it was just like a lot, and it was not fun. Unfortunately, like nothing really exciting happened in Vegas. Like it was kind of a half-cocked scheme to even go there in the first place. Like we didn't look up shows, we didn't look up things to do, and like when we finally got there, we did look things up, and then it was all booked. So it wasn't like, basically all we did was like gamble, and as you do in Vegas, and like eat food. So I think we won like $600. I always win like money on my birthday. I don't know why. I'm just kind of lucky in that way, but yeah, so that's basically all we did in Vegas. And this next clip is us climbing the Hollywood sign, or not climbing the Hollywood sign. I wish we could climb the Hollywood sign, that'd be epic. But doing the hike to the Hollywood sign. It was very fun, extremely strenuous in the fact that we had to park so far away. I think we ended up walking like
10 miles that day, including the hike. And it was like 6 straight hours of just hiking, no food, barely enough water, and I had to go to the bathroom the entire time. So it was very stressful, but I burned like 1,200 calories and then ate like shit afterwards. So the start of the Hollywood sign, LA. From the top of that mountain all the way up there, and now we're heading down. Slippery slope. Oh, wait, look, we made it to road. Oh my gosh. What is this? Why are we going up? I thought we were going down. That's the Hollywood Cemetery. We gotta still get up there.
Oh, look, Charlie walks here.
Charlie, stop! Whoa. Nick, I thought you were gonna twerk. What happened?
I might.
Do it. You just ruined my video. We also ended up doing a fun little beach hike at Laguna. I definitely recommend. I finally started my very own video game stream on Twitch. The link is in the description below if you want to check it out. I have wanted to stream ever since I was like 15, and I learned about it at the first time then, but like I've always wanted to stream, and now that I have like my own streaming channel and I'm an affiliate, and I think now I have like 250 followers or around there, like it's really cool, and I love it so much, and I hope that I do it forever, honestly. Like as long as I'm allowed, I will do it. And I just bought emotes and they will be coming out I think in a few days, so definitely come and check me out. Again, link in the description below. This is the only clip I had from the beginning. I don't know why I didn't record something else, but yes, this is my only clip, so sorry that it's vertical. Welcome to the Fancy Phoenix stream. Not only did I start my first ever Twitch channel, I also started my first ever business, which was a window cleaning business. Unfortunately, I started it right before the lockdowns happened in California, so the business ended. We didn't invest that much money into it, but it's just over. Like, Corona made it unable to work, and we can't really see it being able to work anytime in the foreseeable future because we have no idea how long Corona's gonna last. So I started my first business, and I had my first business end all within 2020. Yay. So I also took an acting class, which was really fun, but it was weird because Corona caused it to change. So initially we were all in-person meeting, and then it switched to online, and I was at first upset with the whole online because it's like hard to act through a camera, or well, not a camera because you have to act in front of a camera, but like it's hard to like act with another person, in my opinion, through like video, like voice call, like on Zoom. It was weird, but what was cool is that our teacher went from this wonderful lady named Hazel to the actual owner of the whole acting studio, Sonia Cook, I'm pretty sure her name was. She's acted before, she has a book. Like it was cool because like I was getting it firsthand from her. But obviously with doing like at home Zoom call things, there's always room for error. So actually while I was getting prepared for a scene, Charlie ended up busting into the room. He knows how to open doors, and he did it, and it was really funny. And here's a clip of him doing it. Wait, no.
Oh. Plus, this is it.
Come, Johnny.
Charlie. Come here. Charlie, come here.
As we all know, because of yet again Corona, the gym's closed. So living in an apartment with my roommates, who are both guys, they're crazy and stupid, we had to find other ways to work out. I chose doing stuff like yoga videos on YouTube, while my roommates did stuff like this.
He's quick. Shit. Look at him. Oh my God. Come here, Bubby. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Uh-huh.
Haven't lately. Okay, so like, we saw the Hollywood sign. We're here with Brandon. And I have not vlogged in over a year. But that's okay. We're currently going to the oldest mochi shop in LA. It is 117 years old, and I am extremely curious. I also have to go to the bathroom. That mochi was so freaking good. I thoroughly recommend it. Honestly, I don't remember the name because it was so long ago, but if you just, like, if you're ever in LA and you just search in oldest mochi store, like in operation, in existence, whatever, it'll come up because that's how I found it. Then in September, after not seeing my mom for 10 months, we finally had the chance to drive back to Florida. It sucked because originally we wanted to like fly like back to Florida about once a month to see family and stay there for a little bit because we want to live in like both places, but the problem was COVID, so we couldn't travel. So finally, after 9 months, I was able to come here, and the whole goal was to surprise my mom for her birthday because her birthday's in September. I swear to you, I got as far as North Florida with her not knowing I was on my way at all, and then I got a fraud alert because my card was used to me being in Cali, and then I was back in Florida, so it was confused, and so it alerted my mom to the fraud and blew everything. I was so upset. But this is our drive there. We saw a lot of beautiful things. We went a different route, but I'm not gonna show you everything because it's already too long, this recap, because I had a crazy long year, but like everyone else, I'm sure. But it was long, it was beautiful. We went a different route, and this is the route that we now take all the time instead of the crazy long route we took the last time. Austin's parents welcomed a new kitten into their fold. Her name is Sugar. She's so cute. And then later on, Sugar welcomed 7 kittens into our fold, which we were not prepared for and thoroughly happy about. But now they need homes, and that's the point we're at right now. Sugar.
Round of applause for Layla. And everybody join me singing happy birthday, Layla. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Layla. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Unfortunately, we only got to stay in Florida a month because finally the acting industry started becoming open again after being shut down for like 4 months. Literally, I get to Cali to act and the acting industry shuts down for the first time in 100 years. Like, you can't make those things up. It's so terrible. But the acting industry was finally opening up more, so I had to leave, unfortunately. I was only here for a month, but I'm glad I got to be here for my mom's birthday. Okay, this is Dallas. Unfortunately, the fucking traffic up here is ass, but we're also here at rush hour, so
7 a.m. on a Monday.
literally. So, you know, that's definitely why. But the city is really nice. Infrastructure, traffic, meh. You can't deal with it. Austin's like, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm like, okay-ish. Okay, so we just got home. It's 6 a.m. Sorry about the vlog. Honestly, like, I got so low energy after like 24 hours of straight driving that I just like couldn't function anymore mentally. And like even Austin, like when we started driving like past 24 hours, it got really, really dangerous because we both started like hallucinating, and it's really bad. But like when I was driving, I started seeing like things in the road and like people in the road, and like Austin was asleep and I had to like wake him, and I woke him at a rest stop and he was so confused and he started screaming because he was like still half asleep and he didn't know where the fuck we were and he was so scared. And like I'm like, okay, well he can't drive, so like I ended up driving again while hallucinating, which wasn't smart because we were going through canyons and mountains and it was nighttime. It was very scary. And then finally, like, we stopped somewhere, we got food, Austin woke up a little, and then Austin drove. Didn't change the fact that I was still scared the entire time because, like, you know when you're like half asleep, you feel everything, like sound is louder, light is more bright, like every time the car even like turned slightly, it scared the fuck out of me. Like I was shaking, I was like, you can't drive, but obviously like he can drive, but I was just in a very weird state. And we finally got home at 6 in the morning. We unpacked everything. Well, we didn't unpack, we unpacked the car. Everything is still like in boxes, like put it here, and then like we have it like all the suitcases are in here. Like the only thing we did so far since being here, because this is just a 3-day vlog, but the only thing that we've done since being here was make the bed because we need to sleep, and we showered. That's it. So honestly, I expect us, it's like 7 a.m. now. It's like 7:30. I expect us to honestly just go to sleep and not wake up for the rest of the day. Since this is just gonna be a 3-day vlog, like that's it. But I'm exhausted, obviously. So I'm going to go to sleep now. Austin's out talking to Nick. We are so dead. We are never again doing that. Never once. Like 22 hours of driving, we're golden. Then we're gonna need to take a nap because that was just, that was too dangerous. Thank you. So I actually ended up having to get, I did the inspection or whatever on my car, and I actually ended up having to get 4 new tires. Not surprising, hold on. Not surprising considering I drove cross the country 3 times in those tires, but you know, whatever. But we just decided to try this cool place. Look, it's 2 different drinks in one, and I have like boba, which I'm not a big fan of boba, but we're sharing, and he likes boba. So I got boba for him. But look, it's green tea and then like coffee latte. Like, what? Best of both worlds. We're here. So after getting back to California in October, unfortunately, Austin had to leave because he wasn't booking any acting jobs and he needed to make money, so he had to go back home to Florida while I stayed in California with Nick alone, which obviously it's fine, I have Nick, but it's just, you know, sad being alone. But I would say that it helped me stream a lot more to where my followers increased a lot. Okay, I approve. So yeah, so my followers increased a lot and it was like really fun, but I did miss Austin a lot. So in order to help my missing him, I ended up going to Arizona to go and stay with a friend for a little bit, and we checked out this really cool spot called the Goldfield Mining Ghost Town. It's essentially an old mining town that no one lives in anymore, but it's like authentic and like original. But it's a ghost town in the sense that no one lives there, not in the sense that there's actual ghosts there. I did not know this distinction when I went there. I literally thought I was going there to like get scared, but no, know the distinction. It's because no one lives there. And while there, I got to see this really cool mountain called Superstition Mountain, and that's this.
Geologists agree that mountain over there was created when a volcano began erupting 25 million years ago. Now today, Superstition Mountain and the mountain range is a federally protected wilderness area covering approximately 250 square miles. Now, being designated a wilderness means no motorized vehicles, no mechanical or electrical.
Another unfortunate thing to happen, Charlie ended up getting a double ear infection, and we found out that he's actually allergic to our carpet, which really sucks. So he had to be put on a lot of medication, and he had to be in a cone, which is really sad because he didn't really like the cone, but I thought he looked pretty cute in the cone.
I'm like that annoying stage mom. Like, do it. Be cute. Be cute. Come on, you can do it. Charlie, be cute. He's like, nah.
While in California, obviously we still were in Corona, so although the acting industry did open up, it was very tiny, the amount that opened up. So while being there, I only got to work on two extra jobs. Unfortunately, that's it. And it really sucks because I went out there for acting, and I'm going back there and I'm still gonna try and act, but there's just not a lot of work right now. Like, while I was on set, I kept hearing people say that like millions of dollars on each set is being diverted from things like salaries and like food to COVID regulations just to get the actual production out there. And it really sucks that A, this has to happen, B, that people have to die, and C, that like our whole like society and culture is just getting such a massive hit right now. It really does suck, and I hate it so much. But I really did, although I only worked on 2 shows, I really loved it. One of the shows is already out. It's Superstore Season 6, Episode 6. I am in it as an extra. I'm one of the Vandals, so if you see me, let me know. And the other thing is a show that's going to be coming out on HBO Max, and I will tell you when it comes out because I'm not allowed to talk about it beforehand. But in that, I play a student, so it's really cool. But again, I am just an extra, so I don't have speaking lines. I became an extra in February, right before the pandemic hit, and I became an extra to get like my feet wet, to get in the industry slightly, and to make some money to get stuff like headshots and an agent, even though you don't pay for an agent, just, you know. So unfortunately, I did not make enough money to buy all the things that I needed to, and I'm going back out there in a few weeks so that I can continue the struggle. But it's a fun struggle, so we out here. Look, it's me with Dina and Glenn. Isn't that fucking wild? The 2 jobs that I worked, one was in October and one was in November. I ended up having to spend Thanksgiving alone. Technically, I mean, we video chatted, but I mean, it's obviously not the same as like being with your family during the holidays, so that really sucked. But I ended up going, like, Austin came back out to LA to get me, and then we drove back here again. I didn't record anything, which is really shocking because I almost always record things, but we ended up coming back to Florida in like, I think December 20th was when we got back here, and I'm staying here until February 10th. I have to be here to help my mom and help Austin's parents take care of the kittens, because there are 6 kittens and they're huge and they're crazy and they're beautiful and I love them. So I think, yeah, the next clip is some of the kittens. Right now it is January 25th, 2021, and it is extremely wild that we are in 2021, because when you're younger, or at least for me, whenever I thought of the year 2021, I always thought like that SpongeBob episode where like Squidward's on the floor going like future, like it's just like chrome everything, like just sparkly, like that's what I imagined 2021. And like to see what 2021 is, it's just like everything else, you know, like it's very funny. But what happened this year so far that you missed was, unfortunately, on January 8th, my mom actually had a heart attack, which she's extremely young, she's in her early 50s, but she ended up having a heart attack. And I am thankful enough that I was actually at the house to where I could convince her to go to the doctor, go to urgent care, because she wouldn't let me take her to the hospital. But we found out later on that if she would have gone to sleep, because she thought that it was indigestion, that she most likely would not have made it. So I am so extremely thankful that I was there, even though it was the scariest experience of my life. My mom having a heart attack, I'm sure it's the scariest for her too, but it was the scariest thing for me. And I'm so glad that she made it through. She's doing better. It's been 2 weeks now, so she can do whatever she wants again. She's eating healthier and she's exercising, and we hope that she will live another at least 50 years. So yeah, that was pretty scary, pretty traumatic. She was in the hospital for 2 days after she had her heart attack, and I wasn't allowed to see her because of COVID, which was very, very scary for me, because I would obviously want to be there every second for her, but I couldn't because of COVID, and it was really scary, really earth-shattering. I did not like it, and I really, really, really don't want a repeat. But since her dad had a heart attack in his early 50s and she had a heart attack in her early 50s, as soon as I hit 40, I think I'm gonna go to a cardiologist, because I'm not going to continue this pattern. I don't want it, don't want to ever have a heart attack, and it's just been a really crazy 2 weeks. And that's why I didn't do my recap sooner. That's why I didn't vlog, because basically for the past, at least the first week after her heart attack, I had to do every single thing for her and help her with everything. But this past week, like the second week of after her heart attack, she's been able to get like a little bit back to normal. But it's all been super scary, super traumatic, super like my brain has been confused and like not knowing what to do with anything, because like it's weird to be thrusted into that sort of situation. But I am so happy my mom is okay and that she will continue to get better. And I hope that because 2021 started off bad, that it will just get so much better towards the end. We're gonna get a handle on Corona. We're gonna all become family-ish again. We're gonna be able to hug and all that fun stuff. Hopefully I get some roles, and it's just gonna be a great year. I'm writing a book. I've been writing a book for years, but I actually got a lot of like headway on the book this past year. In 2020, I wrote 11 chapters, and the book right now is it's planning to be like 26 chapters. So I'm actually almost halfway there. So hopefully this year I like kick my butt into like gear and I finish the book and it gets published. One can hope, if not Amazon, but I don't really want to do it through Amazon, even though it would be great. Self-publishing is just so much harder. I would much rather the help of a publisher, even though they get a percentage. It doesn't matter, I just need help. But that's been my 2020. It was a crazy year, to say the least. A lot of firsts, a lot of lasts. I just want to have a good 2021. Can we please have a good 2021? Minus, obviously, my mom's heart attack. But I'm gonna pretend like that happened in 2020. We don't need to taint 2021 with that horrible occurrence, okay? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So let me know if you had any firsts in 2020. Thank you for watching. I will now start vlogging every single day, or as many days as I can. If the content is boring at times, that's just because sometimes life is boring and no adventure happens. But I still want to document it. I'm looking at this as like my diary for me in the future, for my kids in the future. You never know what happens. Like, it's a video diary. So thank you all for watching. Remember to burn brightly each and every day, and